Sorry, I had a couple little hiccups there in the beginning. Welcome to Coffee Talks. My name is Russ Tellup. I'm your host. This is a video blog, short form. We talk about positive psychology, things coming up in the community that are trauma related or healing related. And today I wanted to give you guys a quick reminder about the Mental Wellbeing Club coming up on March 7th. This will be the inaugural meeting. The first series that we're going to run is on men's mental health. It does not mean that you have to be a man to attend. It is being held down at the Mount Carmel Veteran Service Center. That does not mean that you need to be a veteran to attend. It is open to anyone and everyone in the community. This first one is free. Excuse me. And then the rest of the series will be a small fee, like $15 per meeting, something like that. It's just to help cover the cost of printing and food and coffee and that sort of thing. So 10 a.m. at March 7th at 530 Communications Point. And that's down on the south end of Colorado Springs near Motor City, just up from Motor City, across the street from the Penrose Stadium there where they do the Pikes Peak Bust Rodeo. So I really would love to see you guys there. If you are not a guy, you just want to better understand men, or even yourself, just because this is geared toward men for this first series. By the way, a series should run a total, I'm looking, looks like 12 weeks. So one series will be 12 weeks long. So we're going to do that first. We may actually break this into 6 series, sessions, sorry. Since we're going to have some speakers and stuff involved in this first one, we're only going to do the session 1, which is kind of going to be our introduction to men's mental health. Now, all the things that we're going to be learning in this, these workshops during these club meetings, even though this first series is geared toward men's mental health, all of the stuff that we're going to be learning here really applies to anyone. And after all, we're all just nervous systems, right? And nervous systems are nervous systems, whether they're male or female. We all react very similarly with trauma responses. So the information that I'll be teaching and talking about is valuable for anyone. So please, by all means, please join us. If nothing else, you get some free breakfast on that Saturday. And then if you enjoy the content, we're going to have a couple other speakers as well. We've got Frank Sinclair coming out from Be Encouraged and Dream Again. And then we've got Bob Landry. Bob's a good friend of mine. He's also the drummer in my band. He is a business coach and mindset coach. He's going to be doing a quick presentation. We've got Nina and Dan Spancers from LifeWave Technologies. They're going to come out and talk about a technology. And just real quick, a caveat on that. I learned a long time ago, a few years ago, never to discount anything until I've tried it. Right. So like when I went into breath work, I went in very skeptically, like there's no way that laying on the floor breathing is going to help me heal, but it cracked my whole world open. So I am willing to give anything a listen, to include LifeWave. LifeWave is a pretty interesting technology. It basically uses the infrared light in your body and reflects it back into your body to help create an increase in copper peptides and stem cells, which then can go through and help your body heal. It also has some pretty cool effects with PTSD and TBI. Really interesting based on the research that I've read. So they're going to come out and talk about that for a few minutes, and they're going to have a table so you guys can stop by and chat with them. And then I'll be doing that presentation on men's mental health. And we just got our workbooks today. I'm super excited. I'm going to get mine opened up here. See if I can kind of just show you the first page here. I'm really excited. So Caroline went and put all this together. And she's been working on it for a few months now. So she's released the men's mental health workshop. And then there's a couple others that we've got added in as well. Let me just share my screen here. And share. Look at that. So, why is that going to that? That's interesting. Let's close that one. That's not the right one. There we go. So this is the workbook that we'll be working with. very pretty. Very, she did a really good job on this. But it talks about men's mental health as a nervous system survival strategy. It talks about, and then I'll be adding a lot to this too. So this first week, we've just got a few exercises. We'll have a somatic practice and then a discussion. And then on week 2, we'll move into understanding your nervous system better. By the time we get through this, you'll have a lot of information. This goes on for 12 weeks, man. And then we go into somatic practices. We talk about pressure, how it affects us, uncertainty. Every week we will have a somatic practice. We'll have a lesson. We'll do some exercises, and then we'll have a somatic practice at the end that you can use as a real-time, real-world way to help alleviate some of the stress that you're feeling or some of those trauma responses. So check it out. It's going to be amazing. I'm really, really excited about it. And I just can't wait to share it with you guys. Give me one second, man. I'm just having a hard time with my software here. Can't wait to share this stuff with you guys. It's going to be really, really valuable. And then if you know anybody who you think could come and just enjoy the camaraderie of some men getting together that are supportive toward each other, or if you know somebody who can benefit from this workshop, please invite them. The first one is free, so they can come, they can check it out, they can see if it's something that they can learn from and enjoy. I would love to turn this into a huge community movement. That is the idea behind this club. This club is not for 5 or 6 people to sit around in a room and chat about their problems. This is a club meant to help elevate our entire community. We have some really disturbing, concerning numbers when it comes to mental health in El Paso County and Colorado Springs. We have some of the highest suicide rates in the country, some of the highest reports of poor mental health in the country. Our kids are really struggling in this city. And it starts with us, man. We got to break the cycle. So that's what this club is all about. March 7th, 10 a.m., Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center, 530 Communications Point. I'll see you guys there.